One day, there lived a boy who liked farming with his father. He loved planting rice in their field. For him, the field was the best place when it was wet and muddy. He could play all day long in the field, either with his father or his friends. He loved when his foot flooded by mud. He always collected snail fields to feed his livestock, such as ducks and geese. He didn't like when the weather was hot and his field started to crack. But now, summer came. The boy couldn't play in there because in summer, the field became dry and it wouldn't be fun to play in the field anymore. No more mud, no more snail, and it was all boring. And the worst part, he just stayed at home and did nothing all day long. In one of those boring days, at 5 in the afternoon, the boy sat alone with his empty eyes stared. Not cheerful as he used to be, his father got confused of how to make his son cheerful again. Finally, an idea appeared in the father's mind. He was about to tell his son a story behind the Star Festival which held in Japan every summer that was called Tanabata. Here was the story. Once upon a time, there lived a ruler of the sky with his beautiful daughter, Orihime. Orihime was a seamstress. Every day, she would weave some beautiful clothes. Because of her routines, she never thought of ever finding love. One day, she asked her father that she wanted to get married. The father agreed, and then he invited a herder that he knew to their place. The herder and Orihime fell in love instantly. Soon, they got married. Orihime was so happy of her wedding. She loved her husband a lot. Day by day, she stopped to weave clothes and give all of her attention to her husband. The herder also made his livestock wandering in the sky and abandoned them. Seeing her daughter wasn't weaving anymore and the herder let his livestock starving to all got sick, the ruler of the sky got angry. He tried to separate Orihime and her husband. Orihime pleaded to his father that she would weave clothes again. Her father agreed, with one condition. The herder must live in another side of the sky, and he could meet Orihime only once a year, in the 7th day of the 7th month. Both lovers agreed. When the 7th day of the 7th month came, Orihime was very happy knowing she was about to meet her husband. But then, she realized that to get to another side of the sky was so difficult. They need a bridge. So Orihime sought for help from a flock of magpies, a long-tailed crow with boldly marked or green plumage and a raucous voice. They stretched their wings to form a bridge, but the magpies only managed to make the bridge if the weather was good. That's why, every year in Tanabata Festival, people should make a wish for the weather was good so that the magpies could make a bridge for Orihime and her husband. Until the festival celebration really held, everyone made a wish for the rain not to fall down only for that day. Instead, the boy wished another wish. He wished for the rain would be pouring down. Even though he already knew the love story of Orihime and her husband, it didn't decrease his desire to always play under the pouring rain and to see his plants growing fast. But the boy has a pure heart. He couldn't bring himself to let Orihime and her husband separated any longer. So he added more wish, for Orihime and her husband could still meet each other. He prayed to God seriously, wished there would be another way for both Orihime and her husband to be able to meet. Finally, the day of the festival came. In the morning, the weather was good and bright, but in the afternoon, it suddenly began to rain. People were surprised to what was happening. They didn't stop praying and ran the tradition for the rain to stop. On the contrary, the boy was so happy. The rain and his rice field wet enough and muddy again. He still prayed over and over again for the rain not to disturb the meeting of Orihime and her husband. The god heard the boy's prayer, and the rain seemed to stop. But people still worried about Orihime and her husband whether they could meet or not. Until at midnight, there was a magnificent magic appear in the sky. A rainbow appeared and made all people amazed. Actually, it was Corona. The Corona replaced the magpies to help Orihime and her husband meeting each other. Minutes by minutes, the stars started to spring up. Everyone enjoyed the Star Festival, and that year was the most stunning Stars Festival ever.